Hey guys, who we got here? Tom Cole, Kevin Wisen, Ted Walton, Mark Clark is here, JC is here. It's not wanting to scroll for me. Lisa is here, Joshua, Affordable Frags. Let's see. I'm afraid I'm gonna mispronounce that name. Let's see. David Hillen. Darminder. I'm just gonna call you Goldie. How about that? Does that work for you? Paul Matthews is here. Oh goodness, look at Tracy Rogers. No, Shelley. Herbert. Oh my gosh, look at everybody here. Hey, look, it's LaVoy Sorg. Anyone know him? That's my hubby. And there's Joe Glasscages, the man of the hour. Hey, Becky. I'm so glad to see you guys here. Oh my gosh. I want to thank you, first of all. Thank you for inviting all the new members that you have invited over this past week. Well, actually, since we started this page. There's Justin. Glad to see you here. The last I looked, guys, we were at 905. It's mind-blowing to me. I never in my wildest dreams imagined that the group would take off like it has. I appreciate each and every one of you. There's Andrea. Glad to see you, sweetie. I appreciate each and every one of you for all the invites, for everything that you're doing to help build this page. Last I looked, like I said, we were, I believe, 95 away from 1K. That's amazing. Absolutely amazing. And it is because all of you out there that have invited people to the page. I appreciate that so much. I will tell you this. We have a full lineup. I'm absolutely booked through the first Tuesday in August already. We already have confirmation. And we have a lot of big names coming up here. Not that we haven't had a lot of big names so far, but I'm telling you what, we do have several surprises in store, and it's just going to be absolutely fabulous. So we're booked through the first Tuesday in August, and then I also have 2 more possible pending dates for 2 others. So that is amazing. Now, I want to find our man of the hour that is on, Joe Glasscages. Let me see if I can find him and invite him to the, there he is. Let's see. Oh, cancel. Hit the wrong one. Let me try that again. Let's see. Where did he go? There you are. Every time I go to hit it, it jumps up one. Okay, Joe, it says I couldn't add you due to technical difficulties. So please, will you send me a request to join? And let's see if it will work that way. Should get to 1K by Sunday if everyone will help by inviting 2 people. All right, I got the request. Let's see. It says adding. Fingers crossed, everybody. It says adding. Are you there, Joe? It says adding. Chad Walton says if everyone invites 10 people, think where we will be. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. It is because, absolutely, because all of you sending out the invites, inviting your friends, That is absolutely wonderful. Okay, Joe Glasscages, it still says adding. Can you see the request where I have tried to add you? Still says adding. Come on, y'all. Let's get this going. Robert Spuck is here. Okay, no answer from live viewer guest. Let me try to add you again, Joe. Add, says adding. Let's do this. Let's do this. Harley, glad to see you here. There's Nicole. Oh my gosh. Tracy. Yes, everybody's here. Y'all keep your fingers crossed because it says adding. Oh, you gotta love Facebook, right? And lives. Like, you never know what's gonna happen. It still says adding. Joe, check and see if you're getting the request because it says adding. I know, Joe. Let's do this though. It says adding. It's sending you the request. I don't know if you're getting it or what. Force stop the app, reopen the app, and try to join then. That's what Shelly says. Okay. I got no answer from live video guest. Let me see if I can find you again. There's so many people on here. I'm so thrilled, though. Okay, we're going to let Joe possibly close out of the app and then get back on here. Joe, as soon as you do, please hop back on here. Check the Wi-Fi on Joe's end or turn off the Wi-Fi and back on. There you go. That's a good idea, too. Now, while we're waiting for Joe Glasscages, we're going to find out some stuff from Joe that quite possibly he's never been asked before. He agreed to answer whatever I asked. So he just kind of laid himself wide open there. So we are going to find out all about Joe Glasscages. Sent request. Okay, let me check it again. Let's see. Says adding. Maybe third time's a charm.
Whoa. Whoa.
Hey, there it is.
It was a setting issue. I'm just sitting out here. It's okay. I'm chilling by one of the ponds right now.
Awesome. Oh, that's amazing. I love that. You got a nice view out there. So what all you got roaming around on that land?
Let's see. Right now, an emu, 3 donkeys, and about 100 chickens right now.
Yeah, hey, you got the little farm, a little zoo going on.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hey, that's perfect. Hey, Jason.
Beautiful weather.
It is. Oh, man, our humidity has been down here, and it's been a little bit cooler, and I'm like, oh, yeah, I like this.
I love it. I love it right now.
Let's start this out. Tell us a little bit about Joe Glasscages. Tell us about yourself.
About me.
About you.
I'm just going to move over here. About me. I have 3 children, 2 men and a princess. And I'm a military brat. Grew up in a military family. My dad was in the Air Force, and we had an awesome childhood traveling all over the world. Been married now. We're approaching 30 years. So it's been awesome. And I couldn't do the things that I do without the support from home, from my wife, from my kids, my parents, and my wife's parents.
Awesome.
And I enjoy what I do. I have a heart for serving, and that's what we do a lot in our personal lives as a family.
Good. Good deal.
I don't know if that answered your question or not, but I can keep going.
It does. That touches my heart because I like to see people give back or to help others. On this page here, you will not see, because I will block it, you will not
Yeah.
see anyone being negative or putting another person down.
Oh yeah.
I believe we're here to build each other up. And, it's just, that's just what we need to do. I feel the need for it also. Now,
It's a it is a crazy world,
it
and
is.
and and I just don't have the tolerance for. We need more grace in our lives. We need more mercy and just support. And that's the kind of company that I want to foster. Todd and I, my business partner, we both want that type of organization, and we can go into that why in a little bit. So
Okay.
I'm gonna let you ask questions. You have a list of them.
I do. I
I know,
do.
I know.
I have a
And
book.
here, so everybody knows, I didn't get the list.
Oh, no, he did not get the list. This is a surprise attack, guys. So now I want to know.
Hmm.
I know Glass Cages is not your last name.
No, it's not, but it sure seems that way.
It does. And so I want to know what inspired you to do Joe Glass Cages. How did that come about?
So, let's see. Career-wise, I have an engineering degree and a pre-med, and I did a lot of medical for a long time. It was in corporate America. Left that, had an
Uh-huh.
entrepreneurial spirit for a long time. Started a glass distribution company, and real simple. Tom and Beth, who founded Glass Cages, approached Todd about one day retiring, and Todd picked up the phone and called me. He says, "Joe, you want to sell aquarium or build aquariums?" I said, "I don't know. Let's figure out what that's all about." And one thing led to another, and boom, here we were. But that's how we got connected to Glass Cages. And I fell in love with the passion side of this. I don't know if you heard that chicken or not, but there's one. A rooster just went. But I fell in love with the passion side. I've always been in an environment with business that was solving a problem.
Yeah.
Um, and not everybody needs an aquarium. We want it, and so it's a completely different experience. And I enjoy that because I talk to people with so much passion during the day, and it just feeds me. And I enjoy being surrounded by others that have a passion for people, passion for taking care of their fish or their corals or whatever their interest is, and I can identify with that. And yeah, I don't know if that answers your question, but I
It
enjoy
did.
that a lot. Yeah.
It did. And I can hear the passion in your voice that you have for that.
Oh, you just
Uh,
wait.
now, how long have you been doing Joe Glass Cages?
This October will be 3 years officially for Todd and Joe.
Awesome.
Hmm.
And where is it based out of?
We are 30 miles west of Nashville in Dixon, Tennessee.
Hey, we're not that far apart.
No, we're not. No, we're not. We're not that far apart.
Oh my gosh. I see a road trip in my future.
Yes, you do. Oh, I've got a car coming. I'm gonna have to open up the gate. We open up the ponds for families to come fishing, and here comes one right now. So I got to open up the gate.
Oh, perfect. That's awesome.
Here we go.
What kind of fish you got in that pond?
We have largemouth bass, striped bass. Y'all have a good day.
I'm gonna be back. I need to pay my 10 and pay for some worms.
You'll have to see Tom. Give Tom a call, okay?
Yeah, he didn't ever come down here.
Oh, he will. You'll see him
I'll
in
be
just a little.
back.
Okay,
I'm
we'll see
right
you in
here
just a little
in
bit,
about
buddy.
an hour.
No
I
problem.
gotta go get my
Okay. Take care, buddy. Sorry about that.
No, no, that's fine. That is absolutely perfect.
So there's bluegill, catfish, striped bass, and largemouth bass.
Oh, that's
Yeah. And
awesome.
there's about 9 ponds on the property, and they all feed each other. We're on a
Oh,
hill on 80 acres, and Tom has built a nice downstream pond, so it collects all the rainwater to keep it from going down the valley to all the houses down at the bottom. So he has it all dammed up. It's really cool. It's really,
Wow.
really cool.
That is amazing. Now, someone has asked a question. They're going so fast, I'm not catching them all, and I apologize. But when I try to scroll back, it jumps all the way back up. Someone says, is Joe Glasscages the same like the original when the factory first started, the
Yes,
business first started?
that is correct. Todd and I acquired the company from Tom and Beth that founded it. Oh, almost 40 years ago.
Really?
I know. I
That's
know.
amazing.
This is a
Oh,
long
that's
time.
cool.
This is a long
That is
time.
cool. That is a long time. Now, tell me a little
Hmm.
bit. Let's start with your glass.
Okay.
Tell me a little bit about your glass. Where is it made? How do you get it? Do you make it yourself? What do you do?
Ooh. So we buy glass domestically from a company called Vitro. And you could look them up. Vitro Glazing, big worldwide company. Um, you can't buy from them unless you're buying a truckload. We got a truckload this week. They make the industrial glass for high rise, everything, all kinds of things you think of. Windshields is big for cars, and they bought the company PPG that had the trademark for Starfire. So we have converted all of our stock over to Starfire. We do a little bit of importing because I'm going to show you some glass. I have some samples set up in
Okay.
our secret testing laboratory.
Ooh, secret testing
I know.
laboratory. I like
So
that.
so I'm going to show you that. But some of the glass that you can't get in the United States is some tinted glass. You can't get it thick enough to actually use it on an aquarium. So we import it from UAE. They have a lot of sand over there and make some incredible glass. And so we get tinted glass like smoked glass, the Ford blue glass, bronze, emerald green, stuff like that. It's really cool stuff.
Oh, wow. My daughter just commented. She lives in Colorado. She commented a while ago when I said road trip, and she said to Colorado. And she just said she needs a new windshield. She just bought a brand new vehicle, and she hadn't had it 24 hours, and a rock
Oh
came
no.
up, busted her
Oh.
windshield. So bless her
Oh
heart, she
no.
needs a new windshield.
Oh no, poor thing. Yeah.
I know.
Well, Vitro makes them. I think they're the supplier for Safelite. So
Awesome.
yeah, cool
That's
stuff.
cool. That is cool. So your glass though is manufactured in the USA, correct?
Yep, in Kentucky.
In Kentucky. Now see, that's like our same neck of the woods.
Right now, everything that we have is sourced U.S. except for that specialty glass. Um, from all the things I'm gonna show you, like trim or silicone is manufactured in the U.S. Then we own injection molds for the frame tanks, and we have those done in the U.S. All the plastic and poly um, is extruded here in the U.S. And then all the other ancillary supplies that we use, everything is sort of sourced through the U.S., which is pretty awesome.
That
And
is
really,
cool.
one thing to think about what we do at Glasscages that I think is unique as a we're not just a manufacturer, we're a fabricator. Okay,
Ooh.
so we could actually, when it comes to glass, we could change gears and fabricate shower doors or dining room tables. We have every tool necessary for full glass fabrication, and we exclusively focus on aquariums.
Wow. But do you manufacture other things besides aquariums? Or do
We
you do special
do
orders like that for shower stalls or whatever, shower doors?
not shower doors because a lot of those have to be tempered. So we don't have a tempering furnace. We can make them and then send them off to be tempered. We do dining room tables for a lot of interior designers with 3/4 inch glass, and it's really pretty cool. We do things for magicians and movies. We do vats for one of the big candy bar manufacturers in the United States. Um, NOAA Weather Agency, we ship tanks around the world for them. Um,
Wow.
and all of
Now
that was
see,
the history of Glasscages too. All the years, and it just established relationships. So like that.
wow. Now, see, that's something that I had no idea about, and I bet a lot of our viewers didn't either. And that's why I wanted to meet the real Joe Glass Cages
The
and
real.
the real Joe Glass
Oh
Cages.
my
You know,
gosh.
I got the exclusive for that one now.
It's a thing. Oh, I, you know, I see some people on here that I met. Scotty's on here. I've talked to Becky a couple of times. I, it's so humbling to hear that, and um, I don't know. I take it very seriously. I feel very honored. And we
And
didn't
now
do this for this, you know. So
right, I will tell you this. Um, Before we had approached you about doing a live,
yeah.
well, no, after we approached you, and you said yes, you would love to do that. We were like, yes. And we announced that Joe Glass Cages was going to be live with us. I had I know at least three message me and like, seriously, you got Joe Glass Cages? I said, I do. And they
Oh,
were just like
how
super stoked.
embarrassing! Oh,
They
we're
were
all the
so
same. We're all
excited.
the
And I'm
same. This is
like,
just,
yeah, I got
yeah.
Joe Glass Cages.
I have some friends that have come up to say hi. Let's see if I.
Oh,
How do I turn around the screen? Oh,
there's
there we
there
go.
you go.
Hey,
Oh, oh my
babies.
gosh.
And just to put it in perspective, the warehouse where we make tanks is right over there.
Oh,
You can kind of see the
cool.
roof right there. I'm gonna walk you up there. But
Okay.
hey, babies.
Oh my gosh. And you said you have how many chickens?
There's about 100 of them roaming around everywhere.
Oh,
Every once in a while, one will just troll through the shop. Hey, baby.
oh, how sweet.
It's
I guess
cute.
you find eggs like Easter eggs, like
Oh
laid
yeah,
everywhere.
yeah. There's eggs everywhere.
Hey, with the cost of eggs, that's pretty darn handy.
Absolutely, absolutely. It's cute.
They are. They
And
are
we do
cute.
have
Well, you said,
security detail also in the shop. We have Laverne. She's a kitty cat. She's been in glass cages for over 10 years. And then she has her two daughters that actually stay with her and they patrol the shop for us. They keep it very
oh,
secure.
awesome. That is so cool.
It's funny.
I love it. Now, how big is your factory, your warehouse, whatever you want to call it?
It's almost like that question was timed because I'm rounding the corner here to show you the front. We have about 40,000 square foot. There's a second floor. We do some stands there, and we do acrylics in here also. So here we go.
Oh, wow.
And we're nestled out here on 80 acres in Dixon. Who knew in Dixon that aquariums are being made and shipped around the world?
Oh, that is amazing.
It's cool. And
And
every
now
time
you
we
said,
do get an order for a tank, all
uh-huh.
those pallets are already for a tank that's in production. So we have custom made pallets for every single tank.
Oh man, that is freaking awesome. I love that. Now, you just said, and it leads into another question that I had is,
Mm-hmm.
uh, the tanks that you manufacture, they're not just a 10-gallon, a 20-gallon. This is the size. If someone calls and says, "Hey, Joe, I need a tank 12 inches tall, 6 foot long, 4 foot across, can you do it?" And you
Yes.
say,
I say yes.
yes.
Yeah.
And I also want to know what the turnaround time, like if I called and placed an order tomorrow, for instance,
Sure.
what
So
is the approximate turnaround time on that?
sure, we have right now 8 to 12 weeks. We had a lot of illness go through our company in February and March. It was bad, and
Oh,
it really affected a lot of the team members, and that really pushed build times back because when you have everybody out, just nothing's happening. So we
right.
did go through a
Absolutely.
period where we were a little extended, in some cases more than we like to, but we're getting on the other side of that now. But everybody's healthy and we're moving
Good.
along and catching up. So it's right around 8 to 12 weeks. I'd put it at 10 right now. If we're when we're caught up, it's around 8. depending on how customized something is.
That's
So
awesome.
when you think about the process, if you're doing a custom tank or a non-custom tank, even if there's just one hole in the tank, a drawing is generated, and then that drawing is emailed to whoever it is. Let's pretend it's you, and then we want you to approve it before we put it in production. You're actually approving the production drawing, and
Oh,
then that drawing goes into the shop. When it hits the shop, it now gets sorted and organized. It goes down as a batch, and we organize things based off of yield of glass, thickness of glass required for the build. Then everything gets cut, it gets carded and organized by its work order number. Then it goes through polishing. All the edges are machine polished with a bevel and flat polish, and then a machine polished bevel. Then they move into getting any holes drilled. At that point, all the parts and everything are prepped and they're ready for assembly. That whole process of prep, depending on the size of the tank, can take up to from a week and a half up to 4 weeks. It just
wow.
depends on the size of the tank and how elaborate something is. The actual assembly, this is amazing. It's amazing. And if you come, anybody that comes, we like to see let them see a tank be built. Like for example, we'll pick a 96, so 8-foot tank, 2 feet front to back and 25 inches tall. That tank gets assembled in about 23 minutes when it's all prepped. Bam! Bam!
Seriously?
23 minutes. Now that's not the bracing. That's the bottom, the overflows, and all the sides, and the interior brace at the bottom. Bam! It's that fast. None of
No way.
none of the silicones capping over or anything. It's all curing as one big gloop.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy.
It is. It's so cool. It's so cool.
Oh man, I'm just blown away. 23 minutes to assembly.
So 4 weeks. When
Of
somebody says when
prep.
they retire, they're going to join. Come on over. I've retired. This is it. I'm done. We have a place for you. But then the next day or the next couple of days, the bracing happens. Then all the detail work happens. Okay? But the prep takes quite a bit of time. And then the
Right,
detail work following. The actual assembly of the tank is really
right.
pretty quick. It's just fascinating to watch.
That is amazing. Oh my goodness.
Oh, my
Oh
dad
my
joined.
goodness. That is incredible. Now there was a question. I didn't see it. I didn't see it very good, but I had someone message me, and one of our viewers asked, "Can you make a tank for an RV,
And we
an
have.
aquarium?"
We've made them for um, boats. We've made them for like mobile aquarium displays for educational purposes, like traveling to school to school to school. So it's a very similar concept. And you make them with a baffle system on the top to break the waves as it moves. And then you just have to have extra reinforcements and all those type of things. It's a different build, but yes,
So you have done that similar, like
yes,
for boats and like
yeah,
that's amazing. I
yeah.
love that idea.
Oh wait a minute,
Now,
I don't know if you heard me, but my dad joined, so I gotta say hi, Dad. And I know
oh,
my mom's there too
I
somewhere.
felt that. Now, tell me what is the biggest tank build you have done to date?
So the largest we actually could build is the largest that a sheet of glass comes in. Okay, so 144 by 96. Okay, as a footprint, 3 feet tall, so 36 tall. And I don't remember what the gallons come out of that. You got to do the calculation, but it's a lot. So the largest that we have built would be a 144 72 front to back, 36 tall, since we've been here. See, not many of those get built because they're hard to actually get to the location. Now shipping is a whole different story.
Oh gosh,
A whole different story. Oh my gosh. We have a special guest coming. He doesn't even know it. Come here, Tom.
special
Tom,
guest number
Tom,
2.
Tom, I'm on a Facebook Live about Glasscages. Can I put you on screen and you say hi? Okay, turn this thing off, buddy. Let's see here. He's not going to be able to hear you. I have a headset on. But let's see. Here's Tom.
Hello.
Hi, Tom.
This is how special is this. He's just driving by.
Awesome.
So,
Is he out? What's he out doing?
what are you out doing, Tom?
Fixing an air conditioner.
Fixing an air conditioner at the house on the other side over there.
Well, look at you go. That's awesome.
Well, Tom, you have a good one. I know you need to get that done, buddy.
I'm working on it.
There you go. Bye-bye now.
Bye.
Oh, amazing. Now, that kind of brings me to my next question is, how many people do you have working there at at your factory?
Okay, so when oh, my mom's watching too.
Hey, goes Mom.
Anyway, so Todd and I are part of the team too. So when we talk about that, that number includes us. I put it at 18, actually 19. We just had somebody else join the team.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And these are pretty much all full-time workers, correct?
Everybody is full-time, yes.
Oh. Now, how many glass cages do you do, like, in a week? Does it just vary on what the orders are or what?
So by month, let's see, last year for the year, it was just under 4,800, okay? And that includes everything from the 12-foot tanks all the way down to 5-gallon tanks, you know, regardless of what their use is, and but it's pretty cool. So if I had to break that number apart, custom tanks, it's
Right.
probably in between 100 to 200 a month, okay? And then tanks that don't have a hole in them or anything like that, you know, that's probably another 200 to 300 a month.
Wow. That's amazing.
It is cool.
That is so cool. Absolutely so cool. And I asked you about the biggest tank that you've made.
Mhm.
What's the smallest tank you've made?
We made a tank, and it was for a traveling show for that the Smithsonian had, and they still have it going, and it's for bioluminescence in the soil, and they use magnetics on the outside to move the bioluminescence in the soil under a light element, and it's for kids, and it's a traveling tank, and it's only about 3/8 thick on the inside. So that would be, I'd say, the smallest, but it was flat, maybe 2 foot by 2 foot, 3/8 in the middle, and that was a cool tank. Yeah. The
Oh,
smallest,
man.
we make pencil holders all the time that hold water.
I need one of them.
Yeah. We make them also for cutting glass. They have their oil reservoir, so we make our own oil reservoir, and it's probably only about a 4-ounce tank.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Now,
cool stuff.
I did see a question come across a while ago, and they're going so fast, I'm not seeing them. But this one I did catch note of. Someone asked, what is the cure time from the time that you put the silicone on to ship?
Okay. For a tank that doesn't have a double bottom, so when we make those really big ones that are wide like that, like 36 inches plus wide, we like those to cure for in between 3 or 4 weeks before we put them, you know, before we have them bouncing down the road. Anything else, we can ship it before it's ready to fill with water. We need it to cure on the floor right in its place without moving for 2 weeks. You start moving the tank too soon, you're going to introduce bubbles. The glass starts to shift before it really is cured enough for it to be moved. So.
Oh, wow. All that is just amazing. Now, when you talked about cure time and stuff, I suppose that you have to have a controlled environment in your shop, right? Heat, cooled, certain temperature.
In acrylics, we do all year long. It's kept at a, you know, just above 70 degrees. Making a tank, it's really affected more by humidity than it is
Oh,
temperature. Okay, so if the humidity stays level, or if we have a spike in humidity either way, up or down, that can affect an aquarium in its cure time, and it can introduce bubbles as well if it's a big swing. Temperature, not so much. Even a tank can freeze as long as it hasn't been built in about 5 days. We've seen it could actually freeze and be just fine.
Really?
Yeah,
So the humidity affects it worse than the temperature.
yeah. I mean, if we were below zero here all the time, that wouldn't
Right.
it wouldn't be. You just can't do it. But we're partially temperature control in the whole facility. Partially, okay, that's the operative word there. Partially, and then
Partially.
our acrylics area, so it's tolerable is what I mean. And then in the acrylics area though, it's nice and cozy and toasty. Acrylics as well as our QC department.
Oh, wow. Now I
hmm
have to ask you, do you have
hmm
a tank set up in your shop?
In the shop,
In your building? Yes.
not in this building, but in the building over there where we have a fish house. At one time, there were 600 of them going. There's quite a few still going over there right now with koi and African cichlids. But
Oh,
that's fun to go over there. I I'd go with Tom and harvest the koi eggs. We have 2 ponds with kois in them. I don't know, there must be
oh,
between 500 and 800 koi in them. Harvest the eggs and hatch them and raise them, and it's just really cool.
oh, wow. That is amazing. Now I know, Joe, I've missed a lot of questions going through here. So after
There's a
this
lot.
live post, I would really appreciate it if you know, have time to rewatch it sometime and you can answer the questions, you know, via message on here,
Sure,
reply to them, because I
absolutely.
know I've missed a bunch. I know I
That's
have.
okay.
Um,
Absolutely, it'd be my pleasure.
Now, you got anything new coming out?
Oh, kinda. I'm gonna show you in our secret testing laboratory. Um,
Secret testing laboratory?
secret testing laboratory.
Oh,
So one thing that just came out, I posted it on Instagram Glasscages and Glasscages LLC and Glasscages on Facebook. Not on my Joe Glasscages, but we are wrapping steel stands now, and it is so elegant the way it came out. We've been working on that project, I don't know, 6 or 7 months now, and it just came out. It's just stunning what the team has done. Gorgeous.
oh, we get a sneak peek at that?
I don't have one here. It's already palletized, and that one went out. All those pictures are, and we're going to update it on our website. I don't have them up there yet, but that was just like a Friday, Thursday, Friday, and then I went up to Reefapalooza up in New York. But cool. That was cool. I'm going to show you an overflow that I got the first tank that we put in production with a new overflow system.
Oh, yeah. We
Now,
need to see that.
it's an overflow system that some, not a lot, some builders are doing. It's new to Glasscages, and we're doing our twist on it. Okay, so it's pretty slick. I'm gonna take you. You want to go in there now?
Let's do it.
Okay, so
All right.
I, we're gonna go inside the shop,
We're, go-
and
we're getting to see the secret testing laboratory, y'all.
and I'm gonna cover. It's just like covering your eyes, okay? So you
Okay.
can't see the pathway to get there.
Okay. I got
Because
you.
this is top secret stuff.
Nobody look.
Here we
Close
go.
your eyes.
Here we go.
Everybody, close your eyes.
Here we go. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, there's Laverne.
I love it.
Hey, Laverne. Hey, baby.
Oh,
She's doing
how
security
sweet.
detail.
I see Laverne.
Okay.
That's so sweet.
Okay, here we go. We're going
This
into
is so secret, y'all. We can't even see the pathway to
No,
get
you can't. You
there.
can't. We're going into the here it is. We're now in the tent.
Oh, the
Okay.
secret tent.
Okay, so I want to show you a couple of things here. So this tank here, if we can see that, this is a peninsula style tank. This is a 48, okay, by 30 inches wide, 25 tall, okay. Let's see here. I should have brought a pointer, but I didn't. We're going to talk about a couple of things. So this is tinted smoked glass here, okay.
Oh, I like that.
And it's really pretty, and it goes around the perimeter,
Uh-huh.
okay. And then we have low iron cross brace. See how there's no distortion of color on that cross
Yeah,
brace?
it's crystal clear.
And that's double stacked glass. And it's so pretty.
It is beautiful.
This tank's getting black vinyl on it tomorrow. But this tank, some So what we've done on this one is we have this piece right here. See this that
Uh-huh.
comes down?
Uh-huh.
We call that the concealed water line, and it's on the inside of the tank. So
Oh,
there's
I
no
got you.
trim on the tank. So you have all polished, exposed edges.
Oh,
Real elegant.
perfect.
Yeah, very pretty. And what it also does is it hides this brace coming into the side panel.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
so it has a dual purpose. In
That is
contrast,
nice.
okay, so that's the tinted glass. What I have over here is this is our traditional style, which would
Uh-huh.
have it would have black trim on it. Okay, so
Right.
there's like black trim, right? So we can do that with low iron, and there's just a ton of options. We also have white trim.
Oh,
White trim's pretty
cool.
cool. Yeah, you can do it. Boy, this tent's hot. This is a hot testing lab. I'll tell you what.
Uh-oh.
Need some more
No air
ventilation
in
in
that
here.
testing lab, eh?
No, I know. Whoops, let me put these things back here. Now I have another tank over here, this one. So this one's a perimeter brace. It has a starboard bottom. Let me come back here a little bit. There we go. So this tank has black silicone. It's low iron bracing, perimeter braced, and it also has what we call the vertical seam guards. You can see on the top here, see that little bitty piece right there?
Oh, yeah.
That is a piece of triangular glass up and down the vertical seam to protect you from going inside the seam when you're cleaning the tank.
Oh, no, that's neat.
It is. This
I
tank
like
does not
that.
have the concealed water line.
Uh-huh.
Okay. It is so elegant with all the exposed glass. Now, here we go. This is the overflow. It's a notched overflow versus a full coast to coast. Okay.
Oh.
So you can see the weir right there,
Mm-hmm.
and then on the right side a hole for a return, and on the left side a hole for a return. So what Glasscages have been doing for years and years and years is they make this type of overflow, but it would be the entire width of the tank. So this is a new innovation for us, and we're doing it with our twist. We can make it as large, left to right, as you want. And here it is on the back of the tank. And this has been
Oh,
vinyl.
nice. That
It's
looks
cool.
so neat and clean.
So I'm gonna try to take this cover off without. There we go. So we can do however you want as far as how many holes. This one has 6 holes in it for what they wanted to do. We're not. This is what's creative about it, is we're notching the glass in order to do this. And so we've mastered a method to notch the glass without a water jet, and it's working great. Cool overflow. Very
That
cool.
is awesome. I love it.
Turned out great. Been testing on this one. Oh my gosh. It's probably been a year now playing with it on and off, and we like what we've come up with. Cool
Oh, I
stuff.
do. I love it. Now,
So,
someone asked, have you had any luck with the titanium laced glass?
no, I
Nope.
don't. Yeah, I'm not sure about that. I need to
Now,
look that up.
is the tank that we're looking at, is that a special order tank? Is this a customer's tank?
Yes, it is a customer's tank. Every one of them are our babies. They're
Oh,
all special. It's hard to let them
oh.
go.
Hey, Joe, I understand that because I breed and raise clownfish, okay? And when I see them lay, and then I watch the eggs for, a week, and the parents fanning them and stuff, and then I watch them hatch out, and little bitty tiny things, and then I raise them up, and they start getting their stripes or coloring up,
Yeah.
and just looking so cool, and I'm just like, oh, I like that one. Oh, I like that one.
Oh
Oh,
no,
I
you
don't want to get
can't
rid of that
go.
one.
No.
I
Same thing.
know. I know how you get attached to them. And I can see the pride that you take in making those glass cages. That's amazing. I love that.
So this one here And a lot of times when we do something like this, we figure out the style and then everything, we figure out the engineering side of it.
Right.
And then in a lot of the things that we've done, like the seam guards, the starboard, all these are options that Glasscages hadn't had in its history. Never had tinted glass. In fact, there are some people using the tinted glass. Some of them are aquarium manufacturers. But the beauty that we have is we're full fabrication. So we can take full sheets of glass and make anything we want.
Wow.
We don't outsource anything. It's all done in-house. So when we did this overflow, this customer became part of the family on this whole new design, which was so much fun. So this tank, though, it's probably at 16 weeks on this build because of all the new things that we did. We actually changed one thing midstream on the process, but they're so involved. That's so much fun for somebody. So we've got some cool things in the shop that we're making, and we're just taking people's dream and using engineering to actually.
And how exciting it is, Joel, that you can be a part of their dream. And I can just only imagine the pictures that you get.
Oh,
People sending you pictures. Look at the tank now. Look what I've done with it. Am I right?
yeah, it's fun. It's fun, and it is very humbling, and I feel honored to be a part of people's journey. I really do. I really do. And there's a lot of choices out there, and sometimes we're not the right fit. And I take that approach with what we do, and if we're not the right fit, we let people know. And because the best thing that you can do, the worst thing you can do in this hobby is not find the right fit. Then you
Right.
get frustrated. I've seen people get so angry and upset, and so I prefer to help people uncover what their needs are so that they can find the right partner for their journey. And that might not be us every time, and that's okay. It
Yeah.
really is. It's okay.
Oh. Now, I see a question. It says, Joe, what's your favorite style / option of tank to make? Do you have a favorite tank that you've made and you go, oh gosh, I love this. I want to make a bunch more of these?
So right now I like this one, and then we're going to do something innovative, and I like that one.
You're going to like that better.
Yeah, I know I like that one better. Oh my gosh. So I'll show you something that I really like, but it's not a tank, it's a glass. Okay?
Okay.
So I have some glass samples here. I need a third hand.
Uh-oh.
Let's see. So this is blue tinted glass.
Oh my gosh.
And it's actually, they call it a Ford blue. Now, I'm going to attempt here. I got to get this behind the light. Look at what it does. See the royal blue come through?
Oh my gosh, yes.
It is so cool. So, when you have a tank like this, see this has the smoked glass around it. And when you
Yes.
illuminate it from the top, this outside edge turns that blue around the outside.
Oh wow.
It is cool.
Oh, that
See how
is
it
so
comes there,
cool.
like through the side like that?
Oh man.
And it is cool. There you go. Let's see. Yeah.
Oh, look at that, y'all.
It is
Oh
really
gosh,
cool.
everybody loves that.
I just think it's really phenomenal.
That is cool.
So let's look at some glass samples.
Okay, let's do it.
So this one is the smoked glass that's on that tank over there. And we're doing all the cutting and polishing, and this is 3/8 thick. Okay. Now, here's two glass samples. Okay.
Okay.
Which one's low iron, the right or the left? Okay, this would be the right, and this would be the left.
Now, which one's what now?
Low iron
Low iron?
has the iron removed in it. When you remove the iron, it removes the like soda pop green. So which one is low iron with none of the soda pop green? Would it be this one or this one?
I'm going to say the one on your right.
This one is low
Yes.
iron. That's right.
Oh,
So look at here. I'll put them
we
on the
make glass
side.
people.
You're hired. You're on the team. There you go. You can see them there. See the green
Yeah.
in the edge?
Oh,
I'll separate
yeah.
them. Ooh, I have a mosquito that's become a friend of mine now. There
Oh,
you go.
boy.
See the edge? So
I
there you have.
do.
That's the soda pop. And this is 3/8 glass. This is thin glass. And you're still able to see how it changes the color on that white paper.
It does. That's awesome.
Okay? Really cool stuff. Now, this is going to be, this is cool. I love this. This is fun. Here you go. Let's do that game again. Okay?
Uh-oh. See if I can be 2 for 2.
That's right. 2 for 2. Here we go. Now, these are some beat up samples a little bit. So let's,
Okay.
this is 3/4 inch glass. Tough question. This is tough. Can you do it? Which one is the greener? Is it this one that is called, is this one low iron? Or is this the one that is has the green? And does this have green? It might have green. I don't know. And this is the regular glass. Which one's regular? This one on the left or this one on the right?
I'm going to go with the left.
This one here?
Yes.
You're right! Woo!
Yes.
Yay!
2 for 2, y'all.
2 for 2. Okay, so this is really thick glass. And sometimes, I'm going to show you an anomaly that happens on this other tank.
Okay.
So there you go. This is 3/4 inch, and you can see how dark that green is on the edge.
Oh, yeah.
So on the 3/8, it was noticeable, but it wasn't that bad. But
Yeah.
then if you think about it, that when you get a really thick glass tank, the thicker it is, the more dense that green gets.
Right.
So here's something that happens that's interesting.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so if you look at this tank, you're looking through on the concrete there, okay? This is not through the glass on the concrete, and this is. There's no color distortion.
Uh-uh.
Okay? When people sometimes, and this has black silicone, sometimes when you get a black silicone tank, this is the glass here, takes on the color of the natural colors around, and it's so close to that black. Sometimes people think, oh my gosh, it's green, I don't have it, but that's the black causing that color anomaly in the glass.
Wow, that is so cool.
And so when you look through the side, you can clearly see that there's no green, but then that black is really causing that challenge. It's pretty cool.
Oh, that is cool.
No, I don't have a clear one there. So here, I got another one for you. Okay, you ready?
Oh, no.
So I'm not gonna do another quiz. I'm gonna actually show you the
thank
difference
God.
between regular low iron and Starfire glass.
Okay.
Okay, there really is a difference. And I was astonished at the difference. This is Starfire.
Oh,
Now you can see the green in the low iron.
you sure can.
And you couldn't before. Look
No.
at that. That to
Okay,
me is
Yeah, that's
fascinating.
mind-blowing right there.
It is.
Absolutely mind-blowing.
This has such a beautiful crystalline effect. Look at that on the edge, how clear that is. It's just stunning glass.
It is.
Now, but when you thought that was the thing, right? You thought it
Right.
was, but then I show you that one. And look at the side now. You're like, oh, okay, that's nice, Joe. Okay, where's that Starfire?
Right. You talk about a world of difference. That is it right there.
There you go. Look at them like that. So the one
Oh,
the one on the right, I don't know how it's coming through the camera, but
Uh-huh.
this one over here is the Starfire. But that is just cool.
amazing.
I think that's cool.
That's just mind-blowing, especially to us that, that doesn't deal with glass. We just order and get our tank, and here it is,
Mm-hmm.
But to see it like that right there and have you explain the difference, that's just mind-blowing to me. Mind-blowing.
I think that's
I love it.
fascinating.
It is.
We switched over to Vitro with that Starfire, and we've had Starfire off and on. but I really got to play with it in October of last year. And when I put them side by side, I had that same response. I was like, there's no way.
Uh-uh.
That's stunning. Stunning.
It
So,
is.
um, so I have a question for everybody. Okay?
Yes,
It's a
sir.
question I get a lot, and it is a really hard question.
Uh-oh.
Is low iron glass softer than regular glass? Have you heard that question before?
Oh, I
I
haven't.
hear it scratches easier or those things. And I'm sure that somebody out there, you know, so I've been researching that topic for a long time. A long time. It's been over 6 years. And the only place I've been able to find information on the topic is in forums or blogs, but no manufacturer has really, published anything about it. When we started working with Vitro, we got their MSDS sheets, their technical data sheets on the glass, from their Starfire to their regular glass, and all of the hardness coefficients and everything, all their testing is exactly the same. The only thing that we found different was their melting point. Low iron was 1,329 degrees, and regular glass was 1,333 degrees. 4 degrees difference. It's over 1,000
Wow.
degrees, but I mean, come on. That was the only thing. We're going to do some tests and put them on YouTube to test it and drag them through sand and do all kinds of stuff like that,
Wow.
and try to see what it takes to really do a good scratch. And I think, and that's what I want to test, and I've read this too, that the green hides a lot of the little micro scratches.
Oh.
Micro scratches, right?
Oh,
And
yeah.
that low iron does not.
Oh, but no. So you're going to run that through the testing? Like
Oh
you're going
yeah.
to have these two pieces and run them
Oh
through the
yeah.
testing?
Yep.
And then you're going to let us know what you find out?
Oh, we're gonna do it sometime in the next probably 3 months. We're gonna do that testing we want to do.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
That is
it,
that is
it's gonna
so
be
cool.
fun. It's gonna be fun. What
Let's
other
see.
questions do you have for me?
What do I have? I have, let's see. Tell us the name of your website.
Oh, it's glasscages.com. That
Just
easy. Yep.
glasscages.com.
Yep.
All right. And
And my
let's,
email is my
yes,
first name Joe at my last name glasscages.com.
Joe
That'd
at glasscages.com.
be that was a bad joke.
Okay, now,
I
I
try.
knew that the Glass Cages wasn't your real last name, but I'm telling you, that just rolls. I love it. Joe Glass Cages.
I know, it's so funny. Oh boy, oi.
Someone asked, are you doing sumps? And if so, do you have any we can see?
So I'm going to exit through the secret passageway now. Okay.
All right, everybody
So
cover your eyes again. Hey, what this is an exclusive here. We can't even see the pathway to get to this secret testing area. Now we can't see our
no,
way back
you
out,
can't. You
y'all.
can't. Yeah. Oh yeah. Here we go. I'm just touching the walls. I'm just touching the
Oh,
walls.
oh
Okay.
my gosh.
Boom. There
All
we go.
right, there we
Oh
are.
boy.
We are past the secret passageway.
It's like going through a haunted house in there.
I know, right?
Sumps. I have several sumps, but what's going on right now is we have a lot of heavy equipment that is being worked on, and so we actually have the shop in disarray, and we didn't expect it. It came on us Friday, and today everything got torn down, and it's going back up tomorrow. So I'm just giving everybody the grace of not seeing, the dirty laundry.
That's
So,
perfectly fine. Absolutely is.
so I can show you. I don't know how it'll work, but I can show you. And our website is a great place to see the sumps.
Oh,
Okay?
okay.
Yeah. And here, I'm going to put my website up. We'll try to do this, see how this works. I'm going to do a country screen share. Are you ready for
Oh,
that?
I'm ready.
Okay,
I'm
so here it
country,
goes.
so this should work.
There you go. The country screen share right there.
Yes,
So there,
I love
there you
it.
go. I'm on the website here. So up at the top here where there's photos, if you click on
Uh-huh.
photos, and we've categorized everything here. Okay, all the different. So if I go down to photo album number 17, I click on it, and there's all of the sumps. A whole bunch of sumps there, which is pretty cool.
Ooh.
And you can click on one of them, and we do a lot of custom stuff. So there's one, um, another one. That's the same one. Some acrylic sumps, removable sock holders, and all these are custom. Oh, that was a fun day. Do some custom
Oh,
sumps. And here's the green
oh,
emerald
look
glass
at that.
too. This is a sump where the water fed on both the right and left, and the pumps were in the center, shooting the water up to an island overflow above the tank. So we specialize in a lot of sumps that are probably the hobbyist that doesn't want, they want the biggest refugium that they can have so that they can do
Yeah,
anything that they want. We've done
absolutely.
where is that one sump? We've done different type of flow. So where is that one? Here it is.
While you're looking for that, I'm going to read a question. So, is there a
Okay.
fixture system that holds the glass in place during assembly on, like, per se, on the sumps? You don't sit there and hold those little panels, do you? Is there a way that
Mm-mm.
you have a bracing, or what do you got going on there?
Depending on the build, we'll make like a scaffolding. Okay.
Oh, I got you.
And we use that to keep it square, so and it holds into place. Just need to hold it in place for a couple of days, and then we remove it. This is a neat sump because this is an inlet, so the water comes in here. It races
Uh-huh.
through this way, and so this is a U pattern. It comes back, and then it exits the sump here.
Oh, cool. I
And a
like
customer
that.
came up with that idea, and we made it for him, and we've done a couple of them like that. It is really cool. So there's no plumbing over here at all. So you have all of your PVC coming in here and exiting over here. Really slick.
Hey, I like that idea. That
That
is
is.
that is great, y'all.
So another thing that y'all could do, if you'd like, what I try to do, and you can see a lot of things on our Facebook. The website, I can't put all the photos, but if you were to click on photos on our glass cages, and you click see all over here for the photo albums, we have everything categorized. Stands and tanks, and there's probably over 10,000 pictures in all these photo albums. And it goes back to
Wow.
when we started, so you can really see an evolution on what we've done, and everything is organized. It's pretty slick.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
And now, if they say if they look on your website and they say, "Oh, that was Bobby Joe's sump he special ordered," can we in turn special order that
Yeah.
the exact same one?
You might want to change it a little bit. You might want to
Right,
personalize it and make it yours.
right.
Yeah.
But I mean, if they find one on there and say that's exactly what I want, that's what I've been trying to think of, then
Yes.
you can do that, correct?
Absolutely. We sure can.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy.
It's fun stuff.
That is, yeah. Someone commented, I have 3 lights, Viper Spectra on there, and I've got them timed out. One shuts off, and then a
I
minute
see it.
later, and then a minute later.
I
I'm
see it
like,
right there.
oh, sorry, y'all.
Like,
I'm
you don't
usually
hear.
off here by now.
Are you? I don't know. What time is it? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm having a blast. I lost track of time.
I did too. I looked at my watch a while ago, and I was like, oh God, I'm kept everybody on here so long. But I will tell you this. This has been an absolute fabulous live with you. I mean, gosh, I appreciate it. And all the information that you've given us, you've allowed us to figure out who Joe Glasscages is. We learn a little bit about you. And I have thoroughly enjoyed it. I really
Good.
have.
I have
Now,
two. I have
I
two.
got to
I've
tell you this.
been a
I got
ton
to
of
tell you
fun.
this.
Yes, ma'am.
My fish guy just got in, I think he said 3 or maybe 4 Joe Glass cages.
Really?
Yeah.
I think I can figure out who that is.
You think so? Maybe does the name Tyler ring a bell?
Uh-huh.
Ah, that's my fish guy. That's where I go.
That's awesome.
I know. He was so excited when he seen the post that where I announced that you were coming on, and he was like, "Oh, Tan, we just got in our glass cages last week. I can't wait for you to come see them."
Oh, that is so fun.
So I
That
don't
is
remember
cool.
exactly how many he said he got, but I know we got a
There,
few, I think.
that's right. He
That's
did.
awesome. That's so cool. So yeah, that's where I go. That's where I get my fish food and look at the fish and buy a coral once in a while and all that kind of good stuff.
Cool. That's good. Good guy.
It, he's very nice. I really like him and Ross, Tyler and Ross. They're both super great to deal with.
Mhm.
Absolutely, they are.
Mhm.
Sarah says maybe we need a glass cage for our store display.
Maybe. Maybe.
Maybe.
Certainly could
I
work
bet
on
Joe
that.
Glass Cages could make that happen.
We'll try. We'll try really, really hard.
I bet. Now, do you ever run specials at any point throughout the year?
No.
Okay.
No. Um so hmm, there's a story behind that. Okay.
Lay it on us, Joe.
So when we when we one of the things that we have attempted to do is maintain the spirit of what Tom created with Glass Cages, and that was if somebody wanted to get into the hobby and try it out, they didn't have to mortgage the house to get a tank. So we've attempted to keep the 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 every one of the tanks in core dimensions at as best possible priced, and then everything changes when you add on options. So just like those tanks with the tinted glass, that's an additional option. So some want that and some don't. So we've tried to maintain that. And I come from hmm. So when Todd and I evaluated the industry before we came in, there was something that both of us noticed as an opportunity. One of the cheapest things that a company can do, however, it's the most challenging for them to do, is how they behave, how they treat customers, how they take care of things after somebody gets a product, how they treat the team that's there. So it's a very much we take a lot of pride in focusing on the culture of the organization that our customers experience as well as what we experience. And with the companies that I've been a part of, I try to keep it really simple. I'm a very simple person. Do I want to work there, and would I buy from there? And I let that
Perfect.
guide the two things. Everything else stems from that. It's that simple. So when I think about, and we have challenges, and we deal with them. We're human beings,
Right.
and we just want to be that company to support through those, and I believe that we have done a really good job, and we focus on it. So that's what we believe that the hobby really needed. The hobby didn't need another flash sale company. The hobby didn't need another buy 5 and get this or buy one get one. That's not what the hobby really needed. The hobby, we felt from a manufacturer, we felt that we saw that the public needed good access to counsel, education, somebody to talk to, somebody that answered the phone. Oh my gosh,
I know, right?
unbelievable. Replied to an email. Um, so that's what we felt was the most important. We take a ton of pride in our team and feel that the way we have price structure that we really should get permission from them if we're going to discount their work. Okay.
I love your take on that. I love your standing on that. That's absolutely perfect. And as far as everybody out here knows this, they know that when you call someone, well, if you can understand what they're saying, it's press one for English or, two
That's
for
right.
this. Do you want this department or do you want this department? And sometimes it takes you a good 15 plus minutes
Yes, it does.
to get to a human. And right there, that starts it off on the wrong foot, in
It
my
does.
opinion. In
It
my
really
opinion.
does.
Because you've had time to sit there and think about it. You've had time to sit there and get ticked because you really, you've got supper cooking,
Oh, I've
or,
been there
you need to
too.
go feed the chickens,
Yes.
and you're having to sit there on hold for 15 minutes to get to the correct department.
Yes.
So I feel like your approach to that is spot on. It's perfect. I love it.
So there's a smidgen more to it, and that is that um, we also don't give away product for it to be reviewed. Okay, so anybody that and also if people want to see, Ben Ochart has a cichlid, African cichlid channel on YouTube, and he came by a year and a half ago to get an aquarium pad, and he said, "Can I bring my camera? I just want to take a look at the place." He ended up staying for about 4 hours, and he filmed about 2.5 hours of video and made a 30 minute. So if you go on YouTube and you search Glasscages Ben, it's the first one that comes up, and it's a half hour. It's our pilot episode. It's so funny. It is so funny. It is. It's raw, funny. You see the whole property. He interviews Tom. It's fun. But back to the other, Ben has bought tanks from us. And so we don't have a relationship with him where, Ben, you didn't mention our name. You got to mention. We don't want that. We want, I can say when somebody, if somebody says, "Oh, why?" I go read the reviews. And that's who we are. And I know that they're not influenced by none of it's influenced by us. And that's
Right.
important too, that we don't do that. We do sponsor some frag swaps and those. I view that as different, but we do not ask for any promotion. We don't ask anybody to say anything about it. And and there's some people on here, I just always ask people to just tell the truth. Just tell the truth. That's all.
That's right.
This is simple. I plan to do one sale, and it's going to be on Black Friday. My goal is to raise the price 40% so that we can all enjoy our families. Just think about
Perfect.
that.
Perfect.
No, I'm kidding. We're not going to do that, but
I know.
family is so important to us. But
It is.
it really is, and we need time to spend with our family, and that's important. So that's kind of the why there. And we do honor our military, our first responders, all those that serve us and keep us safe. We honor that with an adjustment for them. And we reserve the opportunity to help people in need. They contact us. They have a tank that blew out. We will. That's what we want to do. We don't want to see them leave, so we do some special things in those situations. And
Absolutely.
so that's what we do.
I can imagine that those 18, 19 people that you have there, I can just imagine the atmosphere working there because in my, just from what I've spoke to you, today and how you've discussed it and how your priorities are with family and quality time and putting out quality merchandise. I can only imagine that those 18, 19 people that you have there are your family also.
Yeah, they are. We spend a lot of time together. You really do. It becomes special. Yeah.
That's good.
And there's
Now,
three on the team that have been here individually over 20 years each. That's a long time.
oh, now that says something about working for Joe Glasscages.
Oh, Todd too, both of us. It's a team effort. And they're the team too, because we came in and they had to get to a place of trust with us. And that is they deserve a lot of credit for that. A
Right.
lot. Because who is this guy? Who's Todd? Who are these? Right, something really. We're gonna do something here. Okay, sure. Seen this before. So I'm being over dramatic, but it's a lot, and they get a lot of credit for that too. This is totally a team effort, and I'm really proud of them. And and we just had a Christmas, not a Christmas, but we do a 4th of July event every summer. We just had that last Friday, and I'm honored to be on their team too.
Good. Now, I've kept you. Oh my gosh, I can't believe how long I've kept you. I'm sorry.
I,
I generally try not to just keep the guest forever. But we had so much to talk about. You've covered so many cool points. Now, one thing that you said a while ago was, the respect and things like that you have for the veterans. That leads me into, we're coming up to 4th of July week.
mm-hmm.
And by at noon tomorrow, I will announce our next special guest.
Uh-huh.
And the little hint that I'm going to drop, we've entitled it Reef, White, and Blue.
I love it.
And there is a reason for that, and it's because of our special guest. I will announce that at noon tomorrow. Y'all will be really excited. The promo ad that we have for it is spectacular. And Joe, from your veteran background and stuff, I am positive that you will thoroughly enjoy that.
Cool. Cool. Now, I was a military brat. My dad is the veteran, so yes.
Gotcha.
Just be
Gotcha.
accurate. Yeah. That's awesome. I love it. I'm very patriotic. I love our country.
Perfect.
Oh,
I do
dude,
too.
look at that. Okay, thanks, Mom. Thanks, Dad.
Hey, Mom and Dad's still watching.
Oh,
Thank
they're
you very
making me
much. You're
blush.
turning red now.
I'm going to get tears.
Joe's blushing. Joe's blushing, y'all.
Oh, how
Joe,
cool.
I can't thank you enough for agreeing to come on here with me. It has been so much fun. Number one, it's been so much fun. Number two, we've learned a lot about Joe Glasscages, and we've learned a lot about the product and how you do it, how the family orientation of it, the military, what family, home, and military mean to you. And for that, I thank you very much, Joe. This has been one exciting interview.
I'm honored. Thank you. And I appreciate the invite. That means a lot to us.
Now, there's one more thing I want to ask. One
Uh-oh.
last tiny
Sure.
little question, okay? As time goes on and you come out with new products, or you get a few more chickens or maybe another llama, would you come and do it again?
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. 100%. Just give us a couple of weeks. We'll have some other new innovation. I mean, we're just doing something. Yeah. There's always something
Awesome.
to see here.
Absolutely, there is. And then there's some things that you can't see there because,
Oh,
you got that
yes.
secret
Yeah,
pathway
that's
going on, right?
That's right.
They are. Joe Glasscages, hats off, buddy. It's been fun. And
It
I
has
would
been fun.
love to do this again.
I'm going to go through the comments over the next couple of days, and I'll reply to them.
Thank you.
That's a lot of fun, and I think that what I would like to share is that to those that are on and those that are not that watch or whatever, we are very humbled by the response. We're very thankful. All the credit goes to the team. Um, Todd and I are very proud of them. And we also are humble enough to listen to you, what you want, what kind of company that you want to serve you. And that's how we've adapted to get to where we are now. So we're going to maintain that spirit. So I ask, if that ever changes, hold us accountable because that's who we are. And we are human beings and we fall short, but we want to serve the best we can.
Oh, that's perfectly said, Joe. That is absolutely wonderful.
Thank you.
Absolutely wonderful. Thank you for going back whenever you have time. And I know I've missed a bunch of questions.
That's okay.
Thank you whenever you have time. No rush. Just breeze back through the live and
I will.
respond to them. I appreciate that. I thank you very much for the fact that if I call Joe Glasscage's number, I'm going to talk to a human.
Absolutely. You most certainly will. I promise.
I love it. Joe, thank you so much for coming on
Absolutely.
here. It's been an absolute fabulous time.
Everybody.
Watch for the drop tomorrow at noon, high noon. I try to do it at high noon to expose the next guest, and y'all will be very impressed with the 4th of July week. I can promise you that. It is
Yay!
called Reef White and Blue.
Reef white and blue.
So we're going to do it, guys. Y'all take care. Have you a wonderful
Thank you.
evening. Joe, thank you for your
You bet.
time.
Absolutely.
Loved it.
Love it. Y'all take care. Bye bye.
Have a good evening, everybody.